The fifth-generation Renault Espace was a breakthrough model. It's no longer a classic minivan like its predecessors, which established this segment in Europe. It's closer to a crossover. 10 years have passed since its launch. The car has undergone radical changes, though retaining minivan characteristics, becoming more of a crossover. It was unveiled in 2014, and production began a year later. A facelift took place in 2020, introducing improved EasyLink multimedia, new adaptive LED matrix headlights, new colors, wheel designs, and slightly different equipment. Production ended in 2023. Measuring 4.85 meters in length, the body can be configured as either a 5- or 7-seater. The car's wide body enhances the impression of spaciousness. The wheelbase is 2.88 meters. The cabin is finished in a style reminiscent of premium brands. The seats look impressive, often covered in leather upholstery, and are comfortable. The second row bench consists of 3 independent seats, each with a wide range of adjustments. In the 3-row configuration, the seats in the trunk can accommodate people up to approximately 1.7 meters tall. The seats can be folded electrically, even from the screen. The trunk has a capacity of 660 liters in the 5-seat configuration. While the small engines don't raise any issues while driving, the suspension can be quite disappointing, even with the 4-control system, 4-wheel steering. The suspension is the second biggest disappointment, next to the build quality. The Espace leans around corners like a sailboat and rocks over bumps slowly. Any sleeping police officer can cause headaches for rear seat passengers. The shock absorbers do exactly what they're supposed to prevent. With 5 people on board, the rear axle bounces from 70 kilometers per hour upwards on uneven roads. The car was built on a new platform, developed by Renault in collaboration with Nissan. Transversely mounted, exclusively 4-cylinder engines delivered power to the front wheels. The steering system was electric power-assisted. This was complemented by 4-control rear-axle steering, which turns the wheels in the opposite direction at low speeds or in the same direction at high speeds. It performed exceptionally well on bends and roundabouts. The front axle featured McPherson struts, while the rear axle featured a torsion beam. The 5th-generation Espace was equipped with engines familiar from the Renault Talisman. All engines meet the Euro 6 standard. After the facelift, the range was adapted to Euro 6 D-Temp. The 1.6 petrol and 1.6 diesel engines were discontinued, replaced by the larger 2.0. Engine list: 1.6 TCE petrol, 200 horsepower, 1.8 TCE petrol, 225 horsepower, 1.6 DCI diesel, 130 horsepower, 1.6 DCI biturbo diesel, 160 horsepower, 2.0 DCI diesel, 160, 189, 200 horsepower. Only the entry-level 1.6 DCI engine was paired with a 6-speed manual. The others received EDC dual-clutch transmissions. The petrol had 7 speeds, the diesel had 6 speeds. All engines except the entry-level 1.6 DCI diesel are sufficiently responsive. On paper, the 130 horsepower unit accelerates faster from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour than the 2.0-liter 160 horsepower unit with a manual gearbox. The EDC automatics aren't particularly responsive. The second fastest diesel, besides the 200 horsepower 2.0 DCI, is the 1.6 DCI bi-turbo. The petrol engines accelerate the car to 100 kilometers per hour in under 9 seconds. All engines are fuel efficient. Petrols average around 9 liters per 100 kilometers, diesels 6 to 7 liters per 100 kilometers. Diesels seem to be a better fit for the model and dominate the ads. The entry-level 1.6 DCI engine has the biggest problem: cracking of the engine block due to overheating and excessive load. Many engines were replaced under warranty. The timing chain requires replacement between 150,000 and 200,000 kilometers, ideally immediately after purchase above 100,000 kilometers. Oil leaks from the timing cover occur. The cover must be replaced when replacing it. An original chain kit costs 190 to 240 euros, a replacement around 120 euros. This covers an expense of 80 to 110 euros. The timing belt runs on oil. Leaks can lead to oil starvation and serious damage. A noisy radiator fan threatens overheating. A good quality replacement costs 190 to 240 euros. Cooling system leaks are common. cracked thermostat housings, leaking EGR coolers, and engine seizure. A dual-mass flywheel in a 130 horsepower diesel with a manual transmission costs over €470. A 2-liter diesel engine is significantly less problematic. Its durable design allows minor issues with neglected oil levels to lead to shaft bearing seizure. With proper maintenance, it's safe. EDC automatic transmissions are considered durable. They can handle higher mileage than DSGs and require regular oil changes, 6 liters plus filter. The petrol engines are refined, sourced from the Renault Sport line, and feature a durable timing chain. With regular oil changes, they don't experience any serious breakdowns. Despite their direct injection, they're carbon-free. The biggest expense can be a 4-control system failure. It's durable, but the actuator malfunctions if you don't keep it in a garage or wash the undercarriage. A new part costs around €3,300, a used one €470 to €600. Adaptive shock absorbers cost €240 to €285 each. A car without 4-control has a simpler rear beam, no additional levers or actuator. The paintwork and corrosion protection are impeccable. The electronics perform surprisingly well. The multimedia system can freeze or operate slowly, and the drawer release button occasionally malfunctions, but no major issues are expected. The cheapest models cost around €8,200 to €9,400, almost without exception the 1.6 diesel. A car with the 2.0 DCI requires a minimum of €15,300. Petrol models start at around €11,800. The most expensive examples from the end of production are priced at up to €23,500.